Have you ever noticed how you breathe when you get really stressed out? Maybe fast, maybe through your mouth and taking big breaths. And that's because your body is getting ready to run away from danger and run away from whatever the stressful situation is. But what if you don't need to run away from a tiger in that moment? What if it's just bad traffic, a tough conversation? What then? We don't really need to send all that oxygen to the muscles to go and run away. So how do you breathe? What if you can use your breath to send a signal to your body to say everything's okay? So that's what we're going to look at today. How can you breathe that is actually the opposite of how you would breathe when you are stressed out? And how can that change what's going on in your body and actually minimize the stress? Hi, I'm Leona, and today we're going to get into 3 simple ways to breathe when you get stressed out. So let's go ahead and break this down. First, we're going to talk about mouth breathing versus breathing through your nose. So when you're stressed out, you might be breathing through your mouth, and that is normal. But if there is no danger, and if you want to send a signal to your body that everything's okay, then switch to breathing through your nose. Automatically, you will be taking in less air, and that also slows down your heart rate. So now there's a bunch of messages going back to your brain and to your body that everything's okay. So switching from mouth to nose is one way to get rid of stress. So breathing through your nose most of the time is better than breathing through your mouth. Now let's move on to the second way that we can signal to the body and to the brain that everything is okay and that there is no danger. And that is to breathe low. So most of the time, if we're stressed out, we will be breathing into our chest. And you'll even notice that someone who is very stressed out, their shoulders are tense and their chest is moving because of the stressful breathing. So we'll again do the opposite of that to signal that there is no danger. So we're going to breathe low into our belly and into our ribs and back. So it's actually a 360 expansion of the lower part of it around your ribs. So you can even put your hands on your ribs, on the side of your ribs, and take a slow breath in through your nose and see if you can feel the expansion of your ribs as you do that. Try that again with me. Excellent. So now that breathing low instead of up high into your chest is also going to do wonders to mitigate your stress. This slow 360 type of breathing activates the diaphragm and allows the diaphragm to move more up and down. That gently massages the vagus nerve, which is connected to the nervous system and actually activates the parasympathetic or the rest and digest or the calm part of the nervous system when we use the diaphragm that way. Now let's move on to the third breathing shift, and that is from breathing fast in a stressful situation to controlling our breath to slow it down. And that shift from fast breathing to slower breathing, you don't need to count or anything like that. We're keeping this very simple. Basically, we're not going to force anything, and we're simply going to focus on these 3 shifts. And even just by focusing on those 3, nose, low, and slow, we're taking our mind potentially away from what caused the stress, bringing our attention into our body and to our breath, and that in itself can help us calm down. Very powerful, very simple, always accessible. So let's talk about why breathing slow works. When you're in a stressful situation, you will start to breathe fast because your body wants to get ready to fight and flight. Of course, if there is no danger and you know there is no danger, you can use your breath as a tool to send a signal and to calm down. So slowing down the breath allows our heart rate to slow down, especially on the exhale, because as we exhale, every time we exhale, our heart rate is slower. Slowing down our breathing will work, and slowing down the exhale will work even more so because we're spending even more time in the space where the heart rate is slower. So now again, remember that breathing slowly or slower in a stressful situation does not mean to be uncomfortable and to be gasping for air. You just want to slow down your breath just enough so that you're still comfortable and you switch into a more relaxed mode. So remember, 3 easy shifts, breathing shifts: nose, low, and slow, in order to signal to your body and to your brain that there is no danger and it's okay to relax. Please give this a try next time that stress strikes. And join me next week for another rewilding video as we continue to reconnect with our breath and with nature. Enjoy the best rewildment ever. Please remember to subscribe. See you next time.